Hello, in this video I'll show you how to replace the ABS pump on most Volkswagens, Audis, Seats and Skoda. The car I'm doing the replacement of the ABS pump is Audi A4 B7, but the procedure is very similar for all other cars. Before I remove the ABS pump, first I need to go into brake electronics and get the coding number for the new ABS pump that I'm going to put on. Here we can see in the brake electronics we have a fault code 01201 ABS pump voltage supply, so that's the problem with the ABS. This is where we're going to get our ECU coding number. You make sure you write that coding number down, and the new the new ABS pump has to have this exact number where it says Volkswagen Audi part number. That's the part number for the old ABS. When you're looking for new ABS, make sure that part number is the same on the new ABS. The ABS pump on this car is located just here underneath the coolant expansion tank. So first we're going to remove the coolant expansion tank, which is held by one bolt. We're going to remove that bolt and then put the coolant expansion tank to the side without removing any hoses. Next we're gonna go inside the car and press the brake pedal and keep it pressed. That this allows for brake fluid not to flow from the brake lines when we remove them from the ABS pump. So we're going to remove all the brake lines from the ABS pump. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. In the description of the video I have links to tools that I recommend for doing jobs like this. We just removed the two brake lines coming into the ABS pump. Now we're going to remove the other 4 brake lines that go towards each wheel. That's all the brake lines removed. Now next we're going to remove the bolts holding the ABS pump to the car. There's 3 bolts holding it. I'm going to remove the first bolt right there. That's the bolt removed. Next I'm going to remove the other bolts, but this one is hidden just underneath the windscreen washer tank, so that's the third one right there. First we're going to remove the one that's hidden underneath the windscreen washer tank, but to remove it we need to remove the windscreen washer tank. It's held by that bolt right there, and we need to remove the 2 screws for the hydraulic tank. Now we're going to take out the windscreen washer tank, put it to the side, and then we're going to remove the bolt holding the ABS pump. That's the bolt right there. We have a clear view of it now, and the other one is down there. We're going to remove the two bolts. We can see the ABS pump is now loose. We're going to remove those electrical connectors that are in our way, and now we're going to take out the ABS pump. And that's the ABS pump out. Now we're going to replace it with a new one. Here you can see on the back, that's the part number for the ABS pump, just behind this bracket. Now we're going to remove the ABS pump from the bracket and put on the new ABS pump into that bracket and then put it back on. To remove the ABS pump from the bracket, we need to loosen those two nuts. The ABS pump is held onto some bushings, so once we remove those two nuts, we're going to get a pry bar and just pry it out. That's the ABS pump out. Now I'm going to show you the part number for it. It's the same as in the scan tool, and we're going to get the other ABS pump and check the new. The part number is exactly the same. Now we're going to put the new ABS pump in its place on the bracket and tighten the nuts. Next we're going to put the new ABS pump on the car. First we're going to put it in its place, put on the 3 bolts and tighten them, and then we're going to put all the 6 brake lines onto the ABS pump. When tightening the brake lines, don't tighten them completely, leave them loose a little bit, so that before we tighten them we need to bleed the brake system. We need to take all the air out of the brake lines before tightening them completely. To bleed the brake lines and the ABS pump, I'm going to use a brake pump so that I can put some pressure on the into the brake cylinder, into the brake reservoir, and once brake fluid starts coming out of the brake lines on the ABS, then I'm going to start tightening them. First there's going to be brake fluid and air coming out at the same time when I start putting pressure on the brake fluid reservoir, and then there is going to be only brake fluid coming out, and then I'm going to start tightening the brake lines. First I need to release the brake pedal so that the brake fluid can flow towards the ABS. Now I'm going to start pumping the brake pump to put some pressure into the brake system, and we'll see how brake fluid is going to start to come out through all those brake lines, and once only brake fluid starts to come out, no air, we can start tightening all the brake lines. Here you can see I'm starting to pump now, and there is pressure building up in the brake system, and now we'll see how brake fluid will start coming out of the brake lines, and once the brake fluid starts coming out, just start tightening all the brake lines. Here you can see there is still brake fluid coming out, so we're going to tighten them. Once we tighten all those brake lines, there is still some air going to be trapped in the brake system, but the other air that is trapped, we're going to remove it. We're going to bleed each of the 4 wheels, and that's how we're going to remove the rest of the air. But this is my way of bleeding the ABS pump. Now, like I said, there's still going to be some trapped air, but we need to bleed the 4 wheels. To bleed the 4 wheels, I'm still going to use my brake pump. I'm going to put some pressure in the brake system, and I'm going to start bleeding each wheel. I'm not going to show how to do that. There is other videos of how to do that if you don't know. Now I'm going to clean the space around the ABS pump. I'm going to put the electrical connector back on, and I'm going to go inside the car and code in the new module. First I'm going to turn the ignition on, and I'm gonna turn the scan tool on. I'm gonna go into brake electronics. I'm going to press the OK button here, and then I'm gonna go into code module. I'm going to press, that's number 11 right there, code module, and now I'm going to follow the instructions. So here it says current ECU coding is that number right there. I'm going to put the number on the old ECU coding that I got from the ECU memory. This is the ECU coding number that I'm going to put in, and once I put it in, I'm going to press OK. Once I press OK, it says the coding is successful, so that means we've coded in the new module. Now the other things you need to do is clear the fault codes, and afterwards you might need to do some basic settings on the yaw rate sensor and maybe the steering angle sensor, and then you're done. Now I'm going to turn the ignition on and start the car just to check what lights are on. We can see the ESP light is on, so we might need to do the steering angle sensor basic settings, and that light will go away. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.